I have the list of Moretti, and is playing uh, the stickers again. So I really I was in this long list. I didn't understand, but okay, the sticker touch.
The funny thing is he has to show those at each round. So for all the 15 round of the Paupergeddon, you had to pile up the stickers and let your opponent pick free at random.
I see the chat full of Moretti emotes, so I
Yeah.
really happy. And it actually worked for him.
Yeah.
Probably this touch of the sticker that we
Yeah.
are seeing now. You have to reveal. Also, if everyone now knows that is playing familiar, but okay. And then loss.
Loss is playing this this green black Calni Garden deck. Is basically similar to what we saw in the previous MTGO leagues or challenges, but I think the difference is it plays zero snuff out.
Yeah.
And it's rather playing like 4 Defile, 2 Spinning Darkness, and 9 Bargain Effect with Free Fanatical Offering, the new card from Ixalan. And as he was mentioning in the interview with Sure, yeah, for Titan Blade. But they already start, so looks like
Okay.
Loss started the game with his Lambas.
And Ash Barrens
For
played
Moretti.
straight away for Moretti.
Looks like it might have either attack for 0, of course. Sending a message. This is what looks like probably a bounce land, I think. It's a common play.
I really enjoyed the attack at 0. And the tokens are amazing.
Yeah.
That plant token is amazing.
Those are the tokens made by, I think, Gianluca Bose's Entourage.
Yeah.
Those are the all tokens for the Paupergeddon, but you can find more of them at Damnation. And you can also find me. I will do coverage also there.
Yeah. Okay, so
yeah, I think
searching,
just Moretti said just cycle land go and loss untapped. See, I think the lost plan is just to slam the initiative as fast as possible, and we can see that the Avenging Hunter is already in hand.
okay, another Ash Barrens, this time cycled, so to find the island.
Yeah, I think a bit of a slow start by Moretti.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm really curious by how we will play, because we know that Lost plays 0 snuff out, but of course Moretti doesn't know, and I think at least. So he didn't really put immediately the Sunscape Familiar into the battlefield, rather he decided to wait one more turn.
Yeah.
And we see Troll of Cats and Doom, another powerful card by the Lord of the Rings set, to be cycled to fix the mana base.
In meantime, for after this match, we have all the standings with all the pairings that we will have. So thank you again, Alessandro. Okay, so Moretti is going for
that's the Oracle.
the Oracle. Yeah. Again, in the chat, the sticker were a tactic of many players declaring stickers as this event is not open deck list. So you declare stickers, you expect the Goblin sticker, and then you play totally different match.
Yeah, I think it's also funny, you know.
And then for sure, Moretti use these things to have some memes to do afterwards.
We see a Deadly Dispute. And cast down to take down
the Oracle.
The Oracle.
The Oracle, sorry.
And looks like Moretti goes to discard there. And now we see the powerful initiative, one of the most interesting mechanic, I have to say, brought by the Baldur's Gate set. And we already have some banned cards with initiative in the Pauper. And we will see how if this card, this Avenging Hunter, can take down the game. As yesterday we mentioned that Avenging Hunter is one of the strongest cards Black Green can play versus Blue White, and we see, yes, that's it for Moretti.
Moretti didn't find the land, so
Yeah.
decided to go on game 2 now on the play, and we will see which are the possibility for the both deck lists. What do you think Moretti is gonna board in?
I think personally Moretti will bring Essence Cutter, Murmuring Mystic, and probably some copies of Destroy Evil. I think you really need to keep the initiative in check, but if you can do so, at some point your card advantage become very, very more important than whatever your opponent is doing. So at some point you have the better cards and you can start looping stuff. So I think that's the plan. It can maybe side in one Nature's Chant if he's worried about the Relic of Progenitus of the opponent deck. And we can see Tommaso is bringing in 2 Duress and probably, of course, the Relic of Progenitus. Yeah. But that's quite interesting.
Okay. Okay, we have all the list of the top 8. Perfect.
That's great.
For all the comments after this match.
I really shout out to Alessandro that is providing us very good technical support of bringing us the deck list, making the bracket, preparing the meta pie for the event. So
and overall in 2 days, I think he ran a marathon because it's always go from the tables to here to the other room. So really, I think he lost like 2 or 3 kilos today. So really thank you to him. Now, as we said, Moretti has to start with with his familiar deck.
Yes.
And I think that we hope to see at least a good match. Because,
I think the top 8 has no time limit, so they can really take the things lower and think more about their plays. And of course, we know we are watching 2 masters of the game, so we will really see something interesting. And especially, I hope there will be a game free, so it's more work for us because I love to comment sharp plays and smooth, technical play.
They ask also if in this tournament you have to play monochromatic sleeves. No, you are not. You are not. Let's say you can play whatever you want. At least if the sleeves are all in perfect status. But we know that in Yu-Gi-Oh now here they're mentioning is not possible. But okay.
Yeah, I think of course art sleeves are more easy. You can cheat with that. But of course, I think even for the nature of the event, it's better to play whatever sleeves you want, and then of course.
But you in pro events you cannot play.
No, you can play with the sleeves you want.
Okay.
Unless, of course, the sleeve depicts something that is against the rules of the event.
Okay.
Like you can imagine.
Yes. Okay. So again, planned turn 1. And this time Moretti has 2 colors on turn 2 by cycling his Ash Barrens. And again, let's see if that plant will attack again like before.
I think now the plan of Loss is casting Duress before resolving a threat. And I really like how different players plays the card differently, of course, because Duress is a card that someone plays on turn 1, even different decks on turn 1 to map your opponent hand. But I think in this matchup, resolving the initiative gives you so much time and actually a clock. And we know that Familias doesn't have a ton of ways to answer that. So slamming it before removing the counter in Moretti's hand is huge.
Yeah.
We see probably again the Oracle, yes.
Two lands? No, I don't think.
I don't know. The screen is a bit dark.
Yeah. Okay, land down and draw the card, but we didn't see well the card.
What do you think about those white bordered islands?
I really enjoy white border cards.
Okay.
Because are different, no? Well,
Yeah.
there were like 3 expansions with the white or 4. I don't remember, but no, the set, no, what the 9th
It's
edition,
9th and the 8th edition.
8th edition. But also Unlimited was white
Oh.
border because there is the
Yes,
white border
yes.
Black Lotus, no? So I really enjoyed because I was really as a child when they went out. So some nostalgic reason.
Chat, what do you think of white bordered
Yeah.
lands? I have a friend that white borders everything. So basically, take a rubber and start.
No.
Yes.
No.
So you can see a white bordered relic, for example, or Calm Garden.
But does it change the weight of the card or?
I don't think so. No.
No. Okay. So you can white border all these.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it was so crazy that at some point he was white bordering modern.
Yeah.
And he sold me white bordered Bloodstained Mire and Scape Shifts. And it was like a shock because those cards were actually expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're basically damaging them. But it was so funny. Like,
so this relic is really important here in this board. Now taking always empty this graveyard for from Moretti. We have a lot of cards in the end. In the end
yeah, I
of the
think of course
lost.
it's our stack of removals and bargains or dispute effects.
Yeah.
And also the funny thing is now with Fanatical Offering, the plant attacking is actually might be threatening because you can, explore on it.
Yeah,
and pump it.
And that is happening, no? Because he put it in a graveyard,
Yes.
the Lembas. And now the plant went out with bargain.
Yeah, I think Loss is probably looking for a land here.
Yeah.
That's what he's missing. It looks like it doesn't succeed in finding that, so he'll probably go to discard phase.
Wow, he drew a lot of cards.
Yeah,
huh?
it's like 4 or 5 cards this turn. 2 plus the draw step plus the explore. It's like 4 cards.
Yeah,
So
like it's a lot. But also Moretti in the game 1 was damaged by the screw. So
yeah,
okay, that's fair to me. Pokemon cards. I don't know what is he showing. Always a meme with Moretti. I like his play.
and the interesting thing is this card, a green card. So we saw that he has a Spinning Darkness in hand.
Yeah.
And of course, maybe he has to discard one more. Probably yes.
I think he's choosing the last one to discard.
And the card is actually a Spinning Darkness.
Yeah.
Okay. Now maybe Defile is better. Yes, discards a Defile.
Okay, Defile discarded.
Yeah, drawing 2 and discarding 2 is such a pain.
Yeah. Now Moretti has 4 lands and immediately take the familiar on board with a lot of.
And remember, he's not attacking because he might have Meeting of Minds. That's what he's representing because he exactly 3 mana with the discount spell of the familiar.
Yeah.
Nah, that's it. That's true, of course. But I think the garden player can still maybe win with like after put some removals. But yeah, the thing is, if Moretti can keep up with this card draw, the game will end soon.
Yeah.
And I really like the Moretti version of playing Meeting of Minds. I think before we saw the Modern Age version, but I think this one is better because it's more explosive in draws. And like imagine the previous game where the familiar player was having just Modern Age, but Meeting of Minds was 0 actually.
Yeah. So you
it just draw
but
two.
as a card, you like it, Modern Age?
Yes, I like it a lot because
Yeah.
I play Gates, so that's the perfect
Okay.
turn too.
Okay. Okay. So he was cycling.
No,
I
I think
sorry.
it's still lost turn.
Okay.
And he
Okay.
just prohibited um the duress, and now he's lost his thinking about what to do. He's probably gonna cast down the Soundscape Familiar. Let's see if an ephemerate is coming, but we know that still he has Spinning Darkness, so
Moretti still has a lot of cards to play with also different cantrips. So
yes, exactly. So basically, wow, and this is an Archimancer getting back probably pro a bit. Yeah, so basically, Moretti kept an Ashbarens in hand to cycle it in response to Relic. That's very sharp and smart play.
yeah, exactly. That was the plan, I think, and it went well because otherwise this Ashbaran, the Archmage will not be useful. Now again, the
Echo Wellspring countered, of course, because the Black Green player Tommaso is missing land drops, so I think Moretti really wants to reduce the resources of this player. And we also see a very fan favorite of Moretti, that is the Merchant Scroll. He's playing in 2 copies. Merchant Scroll is, of course, a smart card because you can tutor either a draw spell in form of Meeting of Minds, but also a counter spell, and also I think even the Flicker.
Yeah. Again, another Oracle for Moretti. One bottom, and he drew Muldrifter. So now Moretti, I think, is going to.
Yeah, I think if we can keep up with this pace of just never tapping out, but always continuously playing a creature after creature, will for sure win. That's the right play. Thank you, chat. I really like that everyone is cheering for his champion and for his friends. We have actually a quite spreaded meta game in leagues. Talking about leagues, so we have people from Pisa, people from Brescia, people from we saw.
I think that the all Moretti and another one is from Brescia.
Yes,
so we have 2 in top 8.
We have someone from Genova, I think.
Here is the list. I don't know the decks. Yeah.
I mean, okay.
We have at the end
the paper.
At the end of the day, we have like 100 copies of standings. So
from Roma, we have even a French player. We have people from Terni, Firenze, Genova. So the thing I like about Paupergeddon is everyone is just coming in the same place from all over Italy and now from all over the world to just play Pauper and enjoy spending time together.
Marco Trivella is the other one of Brescia.
Okay, yes. Moretti contro Moretti. Even if they both play very well, I think they aren't the same person.
So again, searching for the land, but for now, let's leave this this mage.
Yeah, I really like how Moretti is just letting his creature dying, not representing ephemerate, while he might have it still.
Yeah.
And taking this sort of an aggro route because he's attacking for 5 next turn is actually
Now we
interesting.
now we Palma Loss, sorry. Loss found the land, found the fourth land.
Fourth land, a bit late, I have to
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
And like when I miss the land drops for so many turns, I'm worried because at some point I just relent.
yeah.
So it's likely that
And probably it will happen because this is a really long matchup.
So shuffling. You should try to randomize your deck
As much as you can.
yes.
Yeah,
Even when because in top 8 there is no time. So taking your time to shuffle when you cycle a troll or you cycle a Lorien
yeah,
is probably the best you can do to avoid the situation. Of course, sometimes math is unpredictable and it happens that you draw just freelance, even if you play 17 or 18 like Tommaso.
yeah. So Moretti again going for Murmuring Mystic, the only copy, I think.
Yeah, and the card is probably. I mean, he's playing 2 in the sideboard, so
Yeah,
free
okay.
total. I think
Free total.
that's a card you side in, maybe.
Yeah.
Because
I think. It's a quite a damaging the opponent,
yes,
doing all these birds, and you have to resolve it. And it solves you the chain edict and the tightening blade because
yeah, and
you populate.
especially in a deck like Lost that is playing no AD, non cast, no snuff out.
Snuff
Sorry,
out, yeah.
yeah,
He has spot removal, but he has just cast down, no? So he went more with Tightening Blade, I think, and so that's a really good card for
yes.
this kind of effects.
Yeah, I think Moretti is playing this game well, even if Loss sacrifices his rat to rat the board, he doesn't care because it still have 7 cards in hand. He has the Murmuring Mystic, and also the opponent falls down to 2.
Yeah.
So now you
So
can just chain a couple of cantrips to.
now again another familiar with Loss that is at 2 and tapped out with Murmuring Mystic that will bring us a lot of birds, and so really well played from Moretti.
Yes.
That managed this game really.
Yeah, I think that even if Tommaso was topped out with a few lands, he still had a lot of spells. So, in form, of course, of spinning darkness,
Yeah.
etc. So, Moretti still played quite perfectly into to not
Yeah.
be,
Flicker now it's going on stack, but I really want to mention the bird token because I really like the bird token there.
That's I forgot the name of that Pokemon. Chat, do you know that Pokemon?
Yeah, I did. I cannot read it, but I really
Tailo, Swallow,
yeah, I think
Zwillow.
Zwillow, I think. I don't remember.
Tailo, okay, yeah.
So now Pokemon cards can beat also Magic cards.
I mean, maybe we will see a secret lair in the future. For now, you can.
Yeah, if you imagine are the two biggest the two biggest current cards game, so together will be something unique.
Yeah, sometimes I'm sad that I don't see any strange cards approach the Pauper format.
Yeah.
Something like in the like Doctor Who or stuff like that.
But
Jurassic
Lord,
Park.
Lord of Ring took a lot of cards inside the. Uh, just think about the casting to the fire and all the cycling, no?
Lorien, yeah, troll.
The Lord of Ring took a lot of power in Pauper. So another Ash Barrens for Moretti that is searching for a land, taking an island, and having another. No, sorry, no more birds because the murmuring mystic went in the cemetery. Now, what can do BG?
I mean, I guess he gained back some life in form of it was Spinning Darkness, so at least he gained back one turn.
Okay.
But still is in a very underwhelming position. So I really need to probably play another Spinning Darkness somewhere or a removal. We see that these are Crypt Rats. So I'm curious if you will destroy the relic to draw one more cards.
Probably this is a spot where you wanna see that card, or but you will leave the cemetery open to Moretti that can do all the things that a familiar does. Is not a good situation for BG
Yeah, of
now.
course.
He has to take a big decision, and from what we can see now, he's thinking about that. Okay, it does. So it resolves the second effect of the relic, drawing a card, finding a land, I think, a black land, so a swamp.
It's like another Caldi Garden.
Okay, so it's happening what you said, 2 lands in a row.
Yeah.
Probably now is coming the part of the deck where all the lands were. So we still have to resolve 3 birds that are beating every time, and we are at 5.
I think this Crypt Rat will be the answer for the birds. But still, you're facing an opponent with 7 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Every spell is discounted.
Another card for Moretti that probably is going on combat and taking these rats resolved.
The thing is, you stabilize, but then you go tap out, and your opponent 7 cards in hand, and you know he has at least a counter spell because he got that back.
We will see if these rats will do their job.
And I mean, the good thing is we probably are gonna see one more game of this.
Yeah. This is a tricky match, eh?
Yeah. So loss is at 2, so took the beating from.
Yeah. Rats didn't resolve. Probably he want to resolve rats afterwards. I don't know.
And it looks like maybe his plan is just to put the damage on the stack with the Crypt Rats and then bargain it.
Yeah.
So you lose 3, you gain 3, and you kind of stabilize. But we know that Moretti has a counter spell in hand.
And we know that the first match of the top 8 is finished, right? And Alvisi is finished from a lot of them, and Alvisi went on the top 4. So
sadly, your champion with mono red lost, Diego Barbagelata, but still we are saying good stuff and cheering for this only mono red player that reached the top 8 of this 520 Paupergeddon.
But I really will have this list with me tonight in order to study it, because shut up. that is the shortest list that I've seen until now, but really GG to Diego and both also Federico for the congratulations for the top 4.
And if you want to see those decklists, of course, you should follow Lega Pauper Italia and Lega Pauper Roma channels. Everything will be posted. And if you want, you can also follow me. My name is Andrea Piemonti, Piegonti on Twitter, and I will repost the list for the event. Yeah, this game is, of course, taking a lot. We will stay here for a very long time. Because maybe I don't know if Lost Plan is trying to deck Moretti. Might be though. Yes, I like that copy pasta GVN. I usually say that with Grixis in modern, but it also works for Pauper.
Another familiar from Moretti that now
Yeah, Moretti is Adepto Terra. Sorry.
Yeah. A pioneer of this format in Italy, and also a good content creator about Pauper world, the old Pauper world.
Of course, finally Moretti used the counter spell that was stuck in his hand for a lot. We know about that because he picked up with the Merchant Scroll a couple of turns ago. It looks like a micro Wellspring is coming, so I think Lost really went out of the slope with a really, I have to say, classy style. Looks like he never went emotionally, always plays so strict that eventually this patience paid out. And now, I'm not saying he's in the driver's seat, but for sure he's fighting this game. And we know he has a Monarch that is staying there for, I think it was in the opener.
Another plant for Loss. I really don't remember his surname because Loss gives me the lost the
the fact that the Loss always wins.
Yeah, it's really funny. And now again, Moretti has 7 cards in hand. A Glint Talk? No, a Destroy Evil. Okay, sorry. A Destroy Evil in hand. And several lands open. We will stay here for a while, but Moretti has the complete control of this match.
And we see the deck being thinner each time something happens. And yes, basically we will show, we'll try to show most game, but of course we just have one camera, and if the games go so long and so intense as this one, we can show everything.
We will see all the matches, the one match from top 8, then one of top 4, and then semi-final and final. So we are choosing for you the matchup that is more requested, more interesting also to comment.
Can we bring in Diego? We can ask to
Steven.
Yes, we can ask to Steven.
For a quick comment. Okay.
I will go.
Okay.
Then we have a lot of comments, so I will leave the stream for a second.
The final will not be Moretti versus Moretti because we already see Moretti versus Moretti in the right now. So thank you, Total Alex, always for your support. Now, let's see if this UV familiar will close this match in in a few turns. Okay, draw 2 for Moretti, and then counter that monarch. We didn't see the whole top 4 because this one is the one of the match of the top 8. Until now we see just Jeskai Glitters in top 4. It's the first one, and we did not receive the other results. Okay, a good concede from Loss, and now we will go on game 3 where Loss will start. And trying to bring these top 4 for his BG.
So Moretti won.
Moretti won.
Okay.
Actually lost concede
Okay.
the match because was going like
Okay, so we will see game 3, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. And about Diego, I don't think we can bring him to the stream because we already have a couple of interviews scheduled that will show you who is working in the behind the curtains of this Paupergeddon. So we'll interview judges and the Galactus staff. So if we have time and we can coordinate, maybe. But I mean, this game is being so long, and
probably
we will see.
Probably will be also the last
Yes.
game to finish, so we will see. For Jeskai Glitter unexpected, they say from chat also.
Yes.
I think that again, as we told that the Jeskai version is a really interesting one. So I'm happy to see at least one of these archetype inside the top 8.
Yeah, also I think the deck was like I saw the deck previously in other top 8 of the challenges, etc. But I think now I really like the build and the possibility to gain a bit of an edge versus the opponent that kill all your creatures but still get low on life.
Yeah.
Because of course Galvanic Blast.
No, Barn was Barn lost against Jeskai Glitters, so Barn is the 8 is in top 8.
Yes.
No accesses for top 4.
Yeah, I think like all the matchups of these top 8 are quite slow because we see Familiars versus Black Green, Familiars versus Black Green again.
Yes, Black
and
Green versus UB Fairies.
yes, so the only aggro decks faced again one against each other in the top 8 in the first match.
Yeah.
So now we are gonna see a very slow and sharp played top 8.
We remind you that you see the timer there, but there is no timer.
I don't
in
think there
top.
is time in top
No.
8, yes. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the timer that is going up. So they play this game for 38 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. I
we,
think
we will know how long would be
yes.
at least a game from Familiar versus BG.
Yeah, I think in top 8 usually it's like the judge can decide when the tournament ends.
Yeah.
So they can give players like sometimes I played top 8 when you have 1 hour and a half
Yeah.
to complete a match, so the double of the time.
Yeah.
Of course, because you can play slow and think about, but you can't really play super slow.
Yeah,
Because, of course,
otherwise
people are working, and of course, the judge also want to go to bed and to eat.
Yeah. Okay, again, the start with the plane and okay.
That's the black tapland, the Meyer. No,
No,
yeah.
okay. Let's see. We don't have it here. Moretti
Okay.
with the. I missed the name.
Yeah, I forgot the name. Mortuary Meyer.
Mortuary Mine.
So Lembas countered by Prohibit.
And at 3, the Muldrifter that draws 2.
That's interesting.
Okay. Not a huge start for Moretti, let's say, but a lot of card advantage for sure.
Yeah, and Lost missed the land dropper. Now
Again,
we see that the daily dispute killing, like you can sacrifice your plant and at least you get a treasure. So I mean, let's see, you get a Lotus Petal, so it's still
yes.
some mana. But it looked like he picked up 2 swamps, so you can continue playing this game at least in a regular pace. And also I want to remember that Lost is playing 3 turns of the Black Rose and Free Avenging Hunter. So putting one of these powerful emblems into the game is really helping him to never lose card advantage versus familiars. And in fact, we see Moretti tutoring up this Essence Scatter to not face one of the 2 creatures.
And we know also the second result of the top 8, where Marco Mannella against Audizio Alessio, that faces UB Fairies, going to the top 4 for a result of 2-0. So
Blue Black Fairies
for UB Fairies.
I'm very happy because I love casting starters.
So GG for both players and congratulations to Audizio that is going to the top 4. Now we are just waiting for the 2 matches, the 2 similar matches of BG against Familiar.
Yeah, a lot of decks that does the same. Fanatical Offering on the Treasure. He'll draw 2 cards.
Okay. Do you like it, this new card?
I like it. I think it really overperforms in Lost deck.
Okay.
But we'll see. And that was, of course, the end step, so you can just get full value of his 2 freshly drawn cards. And sequencing these tough turns is really important. Of course, we see Duress that will be probably prohibited.
Yeah.
And now we can't really slam a creature because we know that Moretti tutored up an Essence Cutter. So the balancing between going up and drawing cards, like being behind counter spells and drawing cards, is the perfect mixture. And that's why I prefer Meeting of Minds, because you can just play this draw go game where in the end step you draw 2.
Yeah.
Otherwise you counter spells. Yes, it's a good trade, but I think the lost plan was duressing away the Essence Cutter that Moretti is hiding, and
But in general, I think in a deck like the one of Moretti, not showing this end is really important. So, okay, he's taking out a counter spell, but you are not giving the information to your opponent that is really crucial in this matchup.
Yeah, and also the funny thing is we saw Moretti trying to be the aggro deck of the matchup in the previous game.
Yeah.
Where Loss had to act urgently against the pile of 1 freeze and flying fishes, while now is just playing basically a Drogo game.
For both sides, a lot of cards in hand.
And I think Loss is trying to prepare Moretti for a double creature turn, because if you play the Monarch guy, I think Moretti is really happy to counter that, but then you also untap with and just slam the initiative, because we know Moretti played just a small suite of counter spells. So Loss can even just try to play the Monarch right now, and hopefully then Moretti start to execute his plan of tapping out for Muldrifters and creatures. So we will see.
Another garden for loss. Second plan on
Moretti is the Waffle Tapa of Pauper. That's a funny comment.
Waffle Tapa.
Maybe, but I think Moretti plays quite fast. So
yeah. He plays slow decks.
Yeah.
But he plays it really, really good, and also quite
quite a good
fast.
pace.
Yeah. And we should remember you that they already played like 11 matches. Then this is the 12th match.
The 13th, actually.
13, sorry, the 13th match of Moretti with this deck. I think that is an endurance proof this year.
Yeah. Now it's time for Moretti to play some creatures, I think. And it's the time that Loss is actually waiting, because he's preying on killing everything that moves.
Yeah.
Basically. In fact, Moretti just passed with all his mana open.
It's a really draw go.
Yes, and draw go draw, because
Yeah.
both play a lot of draw effects.
So draw go.
Yeah.
Draw go.
And I think
These are my favorite matches as an aggro player.
Yeah.
Really, wow, I enjoy this
because you have more time to smoke a cigarette, to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but if I am inside that game, I will die.
Yeah.
Because I'm really not a patient guy. So let's see now after. Okay, Crypt Rats are coming on battlefield.
And that's a card usually Familiar is priced to counter.
Yeah.
And I think now it's time for Loss to slam something big. Probably the Monarch. Because I don't think Moretti has just one answer to the Monarch, that is the second copy of Essence Cutter. And he can now maybe slam the initiative, even.
And we know also the third winner of the top 8, Truffaut. Truffaut. Sorry, Truffaut. I want because it.
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
You don't write it well, huh? Okay. Yes. Okay. Truffaut. Jamais. Truffaut jamais with BG.
Yes.
Beating Trivella Marco with Familiar. So
Is in French, I think.
Is the Savoy player.
Okay.
Is the Savoy player.
Savoy is in France?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but
just
Lega
just
Pauper
remind.
is Savoy Pauper League.
Okay, now say it in French.
Yeah. Is the Savoy Pauper League.
Okay.
So we will practice also the
French,
yes.
improvised French.
We comment in French.
So we see, so for the other, from the other match, that BG won, and now we will see how it goes for Moretti, and we will see also the top 4 match from the second match, that will be Albisi again Truffaut, Jeskai again BG.
BG, yes.
So
we a lot of gardens for the gardens fans.
Le Noir Jardin.
Le Noir Jardin.
Le Noir Jardin. Okay.
Okay, I wanted to say hi to Michael, that was one of the commentators of the previous Paupergeddon, that was really happy to see and play Gardens. So hi, Michael. Was one of the actually guys that brought me into Pauper. So let's
Wow.
mention another crypt rat, of course, that with the Witch's Cottage, huge land from Ildrain. You know, in Pauper, Mystic Sanctuary is banned, but the other lands are still played and strong.
We will see Truffaut again, Alvisi, from second match.
Yes,
so
you will see
game
that soon. I mean, soon, as soon as this ends.
yeah, they're waiting to do their second game, and we will see it. So Muldrifter here from Moretti, but evoked, no?
Yes,
yeah,
evoked.
Evoked. Okay.
I mean, the Muldrifter should die, of course.
Yeah.
No, maybe just hardcasted it.
No, I think it was Arcasted.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because it got a discount by the Sunscape.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not evoked. Yeah, keeping track of everything when you have so many lands starts to become tough. Yeah,
Also,
yes.
after these 2 days of cast that you did, no, I'm quite fresh, but you did an amazing job. Really, thank you.
Try to do my best. Okay, so of course you pay the black mana to activate the rat to put the ability on the stack and play Deadly Dispute. So everything dies again. and
we untap and restart again from zero.
I think they are both at 17. So, but we know that now it's the time to play the big guys because Loss patiently waited for the right spot to play the Monarch guy, Torn of Black Rose, and the Avenging Hunter, the initiative enabler. And it looks like this is the perfect spot because Moretti has 0 creatures and just 2 mana open. So one at least will resolve. Is the turn he was setting up from the previous like 12 turns. We know there was a spot with Duress before, and it looks like this turn of Black Rose is resolving. Wow.
Okay.
That's huge.
Taking the Monarch here is a lot.
It means an endless stream of cards, and eventually something will resolve. And he's checking the graveyard to see if it's a good way, it's a good time to slam also the initiative, because we know that Moretti has just 2 what's the name of the card? 2 Essence Cutter in the deck, and that's the only way you can stop an Avenging Hunter from entering the battlefield. But looks like it just passed. Yeah, that's the crown, the Monarch token,
the big crown. That seems a casket, like I don't know what.
Yeah.
Okay. Another oracle from Moretti.
Yeah, it really needs a lot to emerge victorious now.
Yeah.
Probably has all the cards and all the time to do it, but
he took Destroy Evil from that oracle.
And get back a Sunscape Familiar. That's very interesting.
Okay.
By the way, we are 308 spectators. I'm very happy and proud to comment this top 8, and thank you everyone spending this Sunday with us.
Thank you so much, guys, and I'm really happy to have all these people interested in this amazing format.
To the Destroyable with the Oracle, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That's a Troll of Khazan Doom. That really can really end the game very quick, but of course we know that Moretti has at least one Destroy Evil in hand, so that's not problematic.
No, we don't have the Burger King crown to give it to the Monarch, but would be really fun to have the Burger King crown to put on the head of the player.
Yes.
I like the idea.
And they pass it to each other.
I like the idea, and I think that Moretti likes too.
Yeah, I would like to.
Yeah.
Yes.
So another mule drifter arc, no,
Yes, it's
casted,
hardcast.
casted, yeah. A lot of cards in the end of Moretti.
Yeah, I think it's really looking for something. I don't know what. Probably they're trying to set up Archimancer since there are no relics.
Yeah.
And also we know that like that troll is not problematic because just get 10 go
Okay.
will probably be answered by
Yeah.
Destroy Evil.
With that Destroy Evil, I think is just taking open that mana for that reason.
Yeah, we say Defile on the Muldrifter.
Yeah.
That is probably the only problematic card because it can steal the initiative, of course. Looks like Tomas is a bit flooded down there.
Yeah. Is the part of the game that you said before,
Yeah.
no? All the lands are coming together, but still has something to do from the his end. But again, we don't have anymore that role because that Destroy Evil is gonna kill it.
Yeah, I think if I spot the card correctly, Moretti has a Destroy Evil, so I'm not super sure because of course we don't have the clean information.
Yeah,
But it looks
probably
like
yes. Yeah.
the white card in hand is Destroy Evil. Yeah, Moretti is trying to expand the mana, expand the combo, and I think nowadays the Sunscape Familiar is not even a problem anymore because of course Moretti has so much mana that
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Did he put Destroy Evil on the bottom? I don't know.
I think he put it on top, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Moretti is just playing it very, very carefully to not be dead randomly. It's really doing his best to um, basically draw out of it. I think if you play those matchup without the right carefulness, you might just lose by a random snuff out or by a random.
The troll is attacking and
It looks
Moretti is
like Moretti is taking it.
Yeah.
So maybe Destroy Evil wasn't a card, or maybe he's still like waiting for the initiative, like for he's probably holding a counter for the initiative. But looks like Loss picked up a copy of Duress. So next turn it will be some fireworks, I think.
Yeah.
And also that relic prevents a bit of mayhem from Moretti. Mnemonic Wall. That's quite a strange card.
Yeah,
but
monocopy
strong.
from what I see here. How do you think can change this game, this mnemonic wall?
Well, I think now Loss has to understand if sacrificing the relic is a price he's willing to pay, and the answer is probably no.
Okay.
And I think is what like Moretti really wants Loss to crack the relic. So
Okay.
yeah, Mnemonic Wall was a surprise also for me because it's not a card commonly played in familiars, I think, at least not in the super new lists, but it's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see it. This card in both familiar versions. So
I think Mono Black, Black Green Gardens is basically a full control deck that preys on that basically splash green for the initiative.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, yes, is not a lot played in MTGO because it's a lot of clicks. Again, it's like the case of Pestilence, no?
Yeah.
They don't do it for this reason, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine to play it, but it's we are playing this matchup for 60 minutes now, while our Magic Online just 30.
Yeah,
So like 25 actually. So you can imagine, like you basically play a different game.
yeah.
The way the carefulness you put into all your action is way different.
So the familiar has gone. Bounce land for Moretti, that I think is going to pass this turn. Yeah. Untapping for loss, and let's see if again.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think the plan of loss is just to trying to restrain the resources of Moretti, and at some point just being mathematically not dead to anything that Moretti is presenting. I'm very curious how we will manage to beat the Murmuring Mystic.
Is now I think that's the spot of Duras, no?
Yes, probably. I don't know. I don't know which other cards are in hand, so I think this attack is interesting. Moretti just takes 6.
Yeah. The lives are not a problem for Moretti until now, at least. Trying a Duras. Okay. And again, that Duras doesn't do anything, but we have another one.
Yes.
And another counter for that one.
But now I think Loss is sure that he will resolve the initiative
Yeah.
if he wants to.
Yeah. He had a lot of spots to play that initiative,
Yeah.
but this
I
is
think-
the safest
yeah.
one.
And also remember that now Moretti is down to Crypt Rat death.
Yeah.
Because if Loss plays a Crypt Rat and resolves it,
Yeah.
basically it's certain death.
I think that anyway, initiative will be a huge drop here because
Yeah, also Calicats, hello from the chat, another familiar master.
wow, okay.
And
Another
also,
removal.
yeah, I like how we patiently wait for this defile.
And now there is just one thing
Yeah,
to do.
I
Initiative is
think
this.
I like to slam the initiative.
Yeah. Setting a perfect lethal.
We know that Moretti can just recur the Morning Mystic with the Mortuary Mai he was holding in hand. But now, of course, lost with the Monarch.
But I want to say that Loss really designed this turn
Yes.
from like 10 turns ago.
Yes.
Because he really collected all the sources to do exactly this turn, exactly these counters, and make sure that this initiative to be resolved. And really an amazing game for Loss.
Yeah, I think they both played perfectly.
Sure. But
I think now after 12 turns of plays, this is probably the best games I commented. Because two masters are playing so perfectly, even on so many difficult levels, I think.
Yeah.
So this is peak magic, and I think
This is a really good match to watch, probably in two pair
Yes.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah, of course, of course.
But it gives you a complete design of a really tough match, because BG against the familiar is something really slow and really difficult. And anyway, big compliments to both players. That
Yeah, I have to say that like this is why I love Pauper, because you know, sometimes you get a mirror of mono red or mono red versus mono blue, but sometimes you have to comment or to play those so deep games where you have a plan, you design your whole game to that turn, and
Yeah.
you have everything, every angle, every spot to play accordingly, and it's just incredible for me.
I agree. And now we see Moretti trying to find
I'm not even sure, maybe Ghostly Flicker.
yeah.
Yes, maybe will come with the judge that will be interviewed, but you know, echoing truth.
Wow. Okay.
That's probably the best answer you have to the damage, because remember that Moretti is currently at 5, so
I think that is also waiting for these rats, because the board is totally
yes.
on his side, and he's still a relic, so he still have a relic. So let's see. Now he has for sure the destroy evil in the end, but a bit on delay, and is not changing a lot.
Yeah, also in initiative mirrors, remember that there is an initiative room that deals 5 damage.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
So
this initiative was crucial to be protected by every counter. Let's see.
looks like the Avenging Hunter picked up for loss.
Yeah.
And he can just play the relic, I think he has in hand.
Another relic.
I really need to think, because having 2 relics on board, like I think maybe this is the right time to attack. But so it's yeah, okay. You'd rather have just one fresh draw step. It's indeed a crypt rats.
Yeah. I think that
Now you should attack and see what's going on, I think.
Yeah. You have to go for the little now.
Yeah.
On this situation where you are at 18, opponent is at 5. Okay. Coming the through. I don't remember the name of the card of the bounce.
Echoing truth.
Echoing truth. But anyway.
Yeah, I think Moretti boarded out the Faithfuls, otherwise it doesn't explain why you haven't found another one.
Another initiative that resolves.
I think so. I mean, it's still they're still thinking about that.
Yeah, but that gives to loss another step in the dungeon, no?
Yeah, and I think like this is this is now very difficult for Moretti, because he's of course playing around Crypt Rats. Decided to essence scatter this. Now Moretti will probably attack to now Loss will probably attack to force a bit more of blockers.
Yeah.
Destroy evil the big guy. Of course, you need to decide the order of blockers before we proceed to damage.
And
It looks like first
the
mnemonic wall.
And then destroy evil, coming to the initiative creature.
But he's dead to... No, okay. And he still needs to answer the Troll of Khazad-dûm. Meeting of Minds. And Echoing Truth, the troll. So now...
Okay. But I think he picked up the initiative, no?
No, the initiative was dead. Like, was destroyed.
No, but now he has again initiative.
No, I think because he blocked everything.
Okay, so now Crypt Rats for little.
Yes. I think he's trying to play the brainstorm to see if there is
I think that they say from the chat that destroy evil was no
it took back in
echo in truth went to troll, right?
Yes.
So it's right that is on
the troll is in hand, but do you think it
echo in truth on troll and is in hand, but anyway it doesn't count.
Yeah, I think they were so nervous that
they say that he took Avenging Hunter in
okay,
the end.
yeah, I think it was of course
that was the last turn.
Yes, it was of course a mistake. I would have stopped the game and of course playing like 30 turns of a so difficult matchup. Yes, of course. I'm pretty sure it was completely unintentional and
yeah, because
brain melting.
they were focusing on the little.
Yes.
And anyway, doesn't matter because that combat closed this match. So really GG to Moretti and Loss, and congratulations to Loss for the top 4. So we will have Alvisi, Truffaut, Loss, and Audizzi on top 4.
Yes.
And the decks are Jeskai Glitters, BG, another BG, and the last Ubi Fairies.
Yeah, I expect BG to be favored versus the Jeskai Affinity deck, but I'm not even sure because not playing Snuff Out means the way you interact with your opponent is a bit like you can never tap out, so you really have to play a slower deck. While BG versus Affinity would be interesting.
Yeah, we will see it. From what we know, at least an half an hour ago.
Yeah.
We have to see Jeskai against BG.
Yes.
From second game. We have it. No,
because they are playing game 2 because maybe we will see in game 3. So we will have Loss Audizzi.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.